And we're live! Welcome everybody to the Eddie Lynch Eddie Enigma review series that continues, and hopefully we won't go off the air. Hopefully third time's the charm is right. Now, with that being said, we have a special guest. His name is John Ascare. Now, whether he'll be a regular or not, we won't know just yet. John, would you care to say anything to the crowd?
Hello.
They get quicker every time. Anyway, so for our podcast, we are going to review Backlash 2017. We would review NXT TakeOver Chicago, but John has not seen it, so I figured it would be kind of awkward for him to not talk throughout most of it. I figured
I'd be in John's boat too. I haven't watched TakeOver yet either.
well, then I'd just be talking to myself essentially, and then that would defeat the purpose of having a three-man podcast.
I saw the last two matches.
Oh yeah. Well, do you want to go over that then, John?
Sure, if you want to.
Eddie, did you see any of it at all?
No,
No.
but I don't mind chiming in.
All right. So let's go over it then. We had Hideo Itami versus Bobby Roode. So honestly, I loved the living hell out of this match. It was very back and forth. It was a perfectly paced match, honestly.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. What was your favorite spot, John?
I don't really know because I don't watch NXT too much, so I kind of just enjoyed the whole match because this is the first time seeing it.
Yeah.
Them fight.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a specific spot, but it was entertaining the whole match.
Yeah, I'm really glad I convinced John to watch it too. So it was really fun to watch together, especially. For me personally, I love the fact that when Bobby Roode was about to taunt for the Glorious, Hideo interrupted and almost hit him with the GTS. I thought that was pretty funny. I like the finish of it where he had to counter the GTS into the Glorious DDT and then hung on to him, got back up and then hit him with a second one just to be sure to put him away. I thought that was really good stuff. It really made Hideo look good, honestly. So, all right, let's get into the main event, which was DIY versus the Authors of Pain.
That was the main event?
Yep, that closed the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really good too. Honestly, you missed a good one, Eddie.
I did not expect a tag team match to be main event.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. That really goes to show they're pulling for tag team wrestling right there.
I read that Tommaso Ciampa got injured though. Is that true?
He did get injured, I think, at a live show a couple weeks before it. I don't know the full story on it, so I could be wrong.
And did he turn against Gargano?
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So
Okay.
the match itself, really good stuff. This was even better than Hideo, in my opinion. John, what do you think? Which one was the better match? Or did you just enjoy both equally?
They were both really good, but I think the tag team match had a lot cooler spots.
Yeah.
Because it was a ladder match.
True. I really enjoyed that spot where Gargano pushes Ciampa out the way and takes the ladder. He gets hit. It almost looked like what you would see in a western where somebody pushes you out of the way and takes the bullet for you. That's kind of what it reminded me of. I thought I don't think I've ever seen that in wrestling. So honestly, I give kudos to them for literally something new, or at least something we haven't seen in a while. So that was definitely a fun match to watch. All right, so do you have any more to say, John?
I like the spot where DIY was hanging on the titles and how they got a hold of DIY and they both powerbombed them at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Which was a kind of cool spot.
That's good. All right. How do you guys feel on the heel turn? I know John hasn't watched NXT enough to really know. So Eddie, how do you feel about DIY breaking?
Well, I
up?
like them as a tag team. I don't think they should have split them up just yet. I mean, they haven't even made it onto the main roster.
Yeah.
So, not a move that I am particularly fond of, I guess, but interested to see what happens.
Okay. And John, I know from a storyline standpoint, you won't know much, but what did you think of the story, the heel turn yourself? Like, what did you think in terms of like the beatdown?
Well, it was a good beatdown, you know. It was a good
Yeah,
heel turn,
yeah,
doing like throwing him out like on the announcer table was pretty good, and it was unexpected
yeah. That's for
for sure.
sure. Yeah. Speaking of unexpected, I really like how well they milked it too, because like it really looked like that could have been their last match on NXT. Like, because you see every other match where you see like a Sami Zayn match, you saw him against Nakamura, which was his last NXT match, and Sami Zayn, he leaves the ring, he's walking out, he's waving to the crowd, and they're all chanting, thank you, Sammy," and that was the end of the Sami Zayn in NXT, and we've seen that dynamic a few times with Bailey. We've seen it with Nakamura. It's been kind of a traditional thing to do. So for them to kind of go that route and like switch and then just immediately swerve you, like you'd have to be a really, really brilliant mind in the wrestling business to see that coming. And honestly, I don't think too many people did, even the smartest people. Again, really big fan of it.
Yeah, I saw the pictures online, and I was like, wait, what? What's happening here? Why is Ciampa kicking Gargano in the face?
Yeah. All right. So, with that being said, I think we've all spoke our piece about the two matches John's seen. If you want a full review, I will be giving one on my own volition soon enough. Probably not within this week, maybe next. So it'll be a little bit of a late review, but be tuned for that. So let's get into Backlash 2017. So overall, I kind of enjoyed it. I found it kind of offensive. Nah, that's just a little bit of an inside joke. All right. So we started out the match with Nakamura and Ziggler. So how do you guys feel about Nakamura and Ziggler like starting out? Like I honestly thought that was gonna be like second to last, but
I didn't think it was going to be the show opener, but I understand why. I mean, it was a really good match. And I think it was a good way to kick off the pay-per-view, too, actually.
so would you care to like enlighten me as to why?
Well, you got these two very talented wrestlers, and it's good to have them open the show because it gets the crowd hyped. And it definitely did get the crowd hyped, you know? And the match was really dramatic. They told a really good story. I hope we see more of the two of them going at it in the future. I expected Ziggler to lose, I was kind of hoping he would win, but all in all, I don't think it hurt him too much.
John, how did you feel about the match?
I thought it was pretty good. It was a really good match. Them going back and forth, doing really good spots, was really good.
So what would you guys say is your like favorite spots of that match?
Oh, dude, when Nakamura kicked out of the zigzag, that shit was intense. The crowd went wild for that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked when what's it called? When Ziggler like kicked him right in the back of the head, like just how nasty that sounded. That was, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty big
Ziggler-
slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also delivered this killer drop kick to Nakamura, too.
Oh yeah. I remember John turning off his mic during the match, and like I screamed so loud he had to like respond like, what was that? That was really good. All right, so I honestly enjoyed it. Really good stuff, back and forth. Okay, what was the next match?
The next match was Breezango.
Ah,
And the
yeah.
Usos.
Okay, so we just to give you, I guess, context of this, there's a meme out there floating. Wasn't fair that the Usos faced 4 people. And if you don't know what we're talking about, Tyler Breeze was the master of disguise in this match. He wrestled as a janitor and as Grandma Breeze, which was funny. So, thoughts, anyone?
Dude, I'm actually very happy that Breezango is getting more and more over every week. They deserve it.
Yeah, they really do.
And like you said, after the whole Breezy Bella stuff, Yes, Tyler deserves this.
Yeah, and and I'm really glad they I'm really glad they went like sort of the comedic route with these two, because like these two are so surprisingly funny. Like I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. So John, thoughts?
It was hilarious. It was entertaining. It was just great, all in general. It was probably one of my
Yeah.
favorite matches.
I really I really enjoyed that spot when Tyler Breeze he was on the floor, the Usos were trying to get on the turnbuckle, and Tyler Breeze would roll to the other side. So the Uso he would get down from the turnbuckle, he would go onto the other side, and then Tyler Breeze would roll the other way too, and they would repeat that like at least like 2 or 3 times. Oh my god.
That was just great. That was just great.
Oh man.
This is why I prefer SmackDown Live's tag team division over Raw's. I mean, they just put on fun matches.
This is
like,
why I
really
prefer
fun matches.
SmackDown over Raw altogether.
Yeah.
Ah, no, no! Ah. This is the first time playing 2K17 in like a month, and I lost to The Miz. I find that offensive.
Losing to The Miz? Hell no.
I tapped out to him. I hate tapping out in general. Now I tapped out to The Miz and his sorry ass figure 4. All right. All right. So that's probably the only 2K match I'll have in a while till 2K18 comes out. But so do we have any final thoughts on the match?
I hope they continue the feud. I enjoyed the hell out of it, so.
I really hope Breezango win the titles soon.
Yeah. Okay. Really enjoyed it.
I see a title reign in their future. I just don't want the Usos to lose the belts just yet. They kind of just got them, and they deserve a nice run.
Honestly, I don't care either way. I love Breezango. I love the Usos. Like, dude, these two have some really good chemistry together. Like, they managed to make a blend of seriousness and comedic really, really well. They really meshed together in that element. Like, cause like we're seeing like BET rappers over here against against two fashion dorks. It's hilarious, honestly. So, all right. So, next match of the night, which is
Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn.
okay. So, who wants to start us off on this one?
I thought it was a pretty good match, to be honest with you. I predicted Zayn would win, and he did. He needs it, you know.
Yeah.
I think I was reading online, like, he got epically beat down on SmackDown, though, by Baron Corbin in a rematch. I guess he lost again, and Corbin, lost it and kind of beat the shit out of him, so I kind of want to find that online and watch it.
That was pretty funny, too, actually. We'll get to that. Okay. So, John?
That was a good match. Sammy did a good job. Well, they both did a good job. You know, it was entertaining, and I like how it ended.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought the haluva kick came out of nowhere, which was really good. I honestly thought Sammy was hurt. Like, I thought he pulled a Triple H and like got some sort of back injury, and then end up continuing the match. That's just how well he sold that back injury.
He sold it really good. Like, I did think he was hurt too.
Yeah. So, it's like kudos to Sammy for like being really good at selling that. All right. So next match of the night.
I believe it was the tag match with the women. Yeah, the Welcoming Committee against Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi. Okay.
Now, I predicted Becky, Naomi, and Charlotte. And I'm a little disappointed in this. Because, first off, the way the commentary put them over. They told them, this is an all-star lineup. And in theory, it is. Natalya hasn't won Natalya hasn't won a title since 2010. We talked about this last week. Carmella hasn't won a feud since Nikki Bella, and she didn't even win that feud. And then we have who else? Who was the third? Tamina. She's been gone from injury. She's gonna be rusty. She, it's it's a team that in kayfabe should be the underdogs, and I think they shouldn't have won this one. At least not their first match in.
Yeah, I agree because they had a lot of momentum even going into the match. Pretty much defeating like Naomi and Becky and Charlotte every week on television. So that's why I didn't see them winning.
And you know what kind of drives me up a little more up a wall about this is that you're gonna play this story that all three of these women, Team NBC, ABC, whatever the hell you want to call them, they're this dysfunctional team who are not getting along, or at least are trying to get along. You should see that if they're gonna lose, if they're gonna have whoever tap out or be pinned, that you should have had them argue it up a little bit. But at the same time, I'm a little bit happy that Natalya got a win here. I'm happy for Carmella and Tamina. So I can understand that they would put them over because they're the heel faction. You wanna give them a push. I get that. But was it the right move? I honestly don't think so. Just for the storyline being played apart. And if you're gonna put them over, I think you should have had Becky argue with Charlotte a little bit, or have Charlotte cost us the match since she's kind of the tweener here. You gotta have something. And for them to kind of have it happen like this, it kind of makes me mad.
Well, yeah. Well, and Naomi's kind of looking like a weak champion with the way they've been booking her lately, and I'm really not liking it very much.
I wouldn't say she's a weak champion. I mean, she went
She
toe to
lost to
toe
Carmella twice.
Okay, but they were circumstantial losses. It's not like Carmella cleanly
Nah.
beat her. That's
She lost to Carmella.
but they were circumstantial losses. It's
Still,
like it's like
Carmella.
it's like people who
I'm
argue
sorry.
with the. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to disagree on this one because it's like people who argue about Ellsworth losing to AJ Styles somehow devalues him when in reality he's been winning off of Ambrose's interferences. It's not.
Again, it's Carmella.
That's not a valid enough reason.
And you know how I feel about Carmella's wrestling skills. I'm sorry. No. Circumstantial or not. Naomi looks really weak. She hasn't won a match in forever. Her first match with Charlotte, 3 weeks ago, she lost. She hasn't won a match.
She didn't lose that match. It ended in a no contest.
Oh, that's right. It did.
So,
But still,
John,
I don't know. She's looking like a weak champ. They need to do better, a lot better booking with her.
well, I agree. The booking can be better, but I don't think she was weak. John, what are your thoughts?
I didn't expect it. Like, really, I thought, like, since they've been losing, all this time, I thought they were gonna like pull a win at Backlash, but they didn't. And I did not expect them to lose again. But I guess it kind of makes it like even like makes the feud even like more like, I guess,
It adds to the feud.
like when they finally do pull that win, it's gonna be like everybody's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like, because since they've been freaking losing and losing, everybody's gonna want that win really bad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what was the next match?
KO and AJ Styles.
Okay. John, you want to start us off here? Talk about it.
I'll try. Yeah. Well, I do like both of the wrestlers. I like Kevin Owens. I like Kevin Owens as a heel. I like AJ Styles. I was expecting AJ Styles to win, kind of, like to win the title. But I could see like why he didn't, like to make it even more of him wanting the title even more. But yeah, it was a good match, even though that's
Eddie.
my opinion.
No, the match was exactly what I expected it to be. Those two killed it. Um, I did predict that Owens was gonna keep the belt. Um, so I think it was a smart move having AJ Styles lose by countout. I believe that was it.
Yeah.
Because they can continue the feud, and honestly, AJ Styles doesn't need the United States Championship. I mean, he needs to be contending for the
The
heavyweight
WWE title.
championship. So
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't
Yeah.
even predicting he would win the United States Championship. And plus, KO just won it back, so it wouldn't make sense to take it back off of him again, like 2 or 3 weeks later. So, but all in all,
Yeah.
it was a really good match.
I was predicting AJ would come out the loser here too, only because I thought we were gonna see AJ versus Randy for the WWE title, but
Yeah, yeah.
see, due to obvious reasons, we're not gonna get that. But we'll get into that a little later. What did you guys think of the finish?
The finish made sense. Like, yeah, the finish made sense to
Yeah,
me.
I could see it.
Yeah,
Just him, getting it counted down.
yeah, and struggling off the foot, getting caught. Yeah. All right.
And it's really hard to choose like a decisive winner when you have two powerhouses like that too. So yeah,
Yeah.
counter or DQ win made the most sense. They can still continue the feud.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Is it the main event now? Is it Jinder versus Randy,
No, you
or is
got
there another match?
Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
Okay.
I wasn't really tuning into this match. I'll
I'm
be
gonna be
honest with you.
honest with you. I tuned into this match. I forgot everything. Like literally, it was like I don't know.
I feel like it was like a time killer,
It it,
to be
it, it
Yeah,
honest.
was. It's exactly what
it
it
was
was.
definitely filler. Yeah,
Yeah. Um.
which sucks because I actually do like Luke Harper, but I just didn't really. I don't care much for Eric Rowan, and
Honestly,
I don't know.
this should have just been a pre-show match, and
And they should have
yeah,
had Ty Dillinger and Aiden English on the main card.
yeah,
I thought that was a much better match than Harper and
yeah.
Rowan.
Oh, some guy in the chat. Limit survivors. Hey, bud, it's Dragon. Hey, man, how you doing? All right, so honestly, I have nothing to say to this match. I'm not gonna lie with you. So, John, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I wasn't really tuning in to this match.
Yeah,
That's all I could think. It was just a filler, and we're just trying to buy some time, I guess.
yeah. All right, so honestly, that was not the most solid match. I think we can all agree across the board. Very forgettable. Let's go to the main event. We got Jinder Mahal versus
Orton
Randy
and
Orton.
Mahal.
So, all right, I'm a very neutral party on this one. I can understand both sides of the coin as to why you would enjoy Jinder Mahal winning and why you wouldn't enjoy Jinder Mahal winning. But I think we can all agree universally, not just us three, but pretty much every wrestling fan ever, that we pretty much did not expect the winner to come out as Jinder Mahal. So
No, I predicted Orton.
so the match itself, really good stuff. I really like the Bollywood boys' involvement in it. I think that's kind of what made it more enjoyable than it was. In these two, they took a little while to get started, but I thought they did a really good job overall. John, thoughts on the match?
It started off slow, yeah, but it got way better at the end. And it was unexpected. I didn't expect it.
Yeah,
Like I thought Orton was gonna pull the win again. They were just gonna have him win.
yeah,
But they actually let Jinder win.
yeah. That that really came off as a surprise. Or Eddie, thoughts?
I'm neutral just like you. I'm fine with it. Didn't see it coming, and I think that's a big reason why I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
SmackDown continues to throw curveballs, and I like that. I hate when I can predict everything to the T,
yeah,
and I was not able to predict that at all. So,
yeah,
congratulations, Jinder, man. Let's see, what you do with it.
yeah. Um, Okay, so do you guys have any like favorite highlights? Because I know I sure as hell do. I actually laughed at this more often than not. But um, well, what about you? Do you guys have any like favorite highlights of the match?
I don't know if you're talking about like the Bollywood like boys beatdown that they got
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
that they got like creamed by Orton.
That
You
was good.
the freaking
That was
backdrop
good.
onto the announcer table. The first one looked pretty bad, but the second one looked even worse. And then the face Orton made during during that slam, like he even he knew he messed up. It was too funny. Um, all right, so yeah, Jinder Mahal wins off distraction. And now we're getting Orton versus Jinder at Money in the Bank. So, do you guys see Jinder Mahal retaining at Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
John?
Yeah, I can see him keeping the title.
Only
Perfect.
from a business standpoint, because I know they're going to India for a tour soon, so that just says it all.
Okay, perfect. So, across the board, yes. We have a question over the chat. So, Limit Survivor says, who do you think will win the Fatal 5-Way at Extreme Rules?
Oh, for Team Raw.
Yeah.
I think we discussed this last time. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. Okay, John?
Yeah, I can see Balor.
All right, cool. So, once again, across the board, Finn Balor. All right, so we got wow, we finished in half an hour, 28 minutes. Look at
That's a
that.
first.
Yeah, I'm surprised. With the two of us, we normally talk our asses off to an hour. All right, so let's kill some time. You guys want to talk some Raw?
Show. I didn't watch it, but I'll chime in.
All right. Let me pull up the results. Raw review.
Dude, Ember Moon's a gamer like that? Oh my god, I need to propose to her.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, yeah, she's a big gamer. Actually,
I saw a
I'm not gonna
picture.
lie. I missed the bits and pieces of Raw, a lot of it, so I can't really give too much. All right, let's just go to SmackDown then. SmackDown results.
Here, I'll pull up the results too, so I
Okay.
somewhat know what's going on.
Okay, so SmackDown, we started out with AJ Styles and well, actually, my bad. We started out with Shane McMahon. He came out, announced the SmackDown Money in the Bank contenders, and it's just a SmackDown pay-per-view, so I don't even know. Anyway, so he announces all of them. They all come out. So we got for SmackDown Money in the Bank contenders, we got Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, I think I just said him, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, and Kevin Owens. So this segment we got everybody coming out. Okay. Kevin Owens, he pretty much comes out, he begs and pleads to be on the match. Well, he bitches and he pretty much screams at Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon, he switches his position and he puts Kevin Owens in the Money in the Bank match. After that, we pretty much had AJ Styles trading barbs with Kevin Owens. He called him this WWE's version of Eric Cartman. And we ended up, off of this, we ended up getting Styles and Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler, which was announced. And then this also set up for Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin, which was a rematch. And honestly, I don't know whose barbs I enjoyed more out of AJ Styles and Kevin Owens or I'm sorry, Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin, but either way they were pretty good. It reminded me, it was a very Ruthless Aggression era esque promo between Corbin and Corbin and Sammy. I thought it was a really good segment. Thoughts, guys?
I think this match is going to be pure fire, dude. Like, just all the talent in it alone. I cannot wait for Money in the Bank.
Nice, John.
It was good. I liked it. Shoot.
All right, so next segment we got, or the next match we got, my girlfriend and wife Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus Naomi and Carmella. I kind of missed this match.
Versus Naomi and Carmella?
Oh no! I'm sorry, Natalia and Carmella.
I was going to say, that was weird.
I swear to God, this podcast, if it's not on if it's not on Botchamania, I don't know. Anyway. I kind of missed a little bit of this match. From the parts I did see, it was really good stuff. John, what did you think of this match?
Again, I kind of missed some of it too, but what I did see was really good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Do you remember the finish, John?
I think that's when I cut off. I saw the beginning and I did not see the end.
Yeah, because I kind of missed it. I don't remember it. But looking at the results... okay, so this
I'm trying
article...
to see who won.
This article is very wishy-washy, so apparently Lynch won off of the disarmer, but they won off of pinfall, so okay. That makes sense. Good job, man. Alright, so next we got Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. I laughed my ass off once this happened. I know John and I did, for damn sure. So shit. They started headlocking for a little bit, and then Sammy got him off of a roll up, 1, 2, 3, and then we got Baron Corbin with the beatdown. Thoughts on this segment? Anyone?
Well, judging from the memes I've seen, the beatdown must have been pretty epic.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was like, they went in the crowd, and I like it when they go in the crowd. It's pretty funny watching all the people like get all crazy.
Yeah.
And it was brutal. I thought it was good.
All right, so the next segment we got Jinder Mahal's Punjabi celebration. So, John, you want to start us off talking about this one?
Oh, about his celebration, and well, like it was kind of cool actually. Seeing all the people, and then him coming out to his music again. Kind of his music does not really fit him. So it kind of like made it less awesome when it just like cuts to his music.
Yeah.
And then he keeps as the going as the bad guy, saying you don't respect me and stuff, keeping that bad guy or being the heel.
Yeah. Makes me laugh when half the people are cheering for the guy too.
I know, like more than half of the people are cheering for him. He's like, "You guys hate me for my color." It's like, or how I speak.
As he's being cheered.
Yeah.
You know what kind of makes me laugh is some of the stuff he says, which is kind of funny because like half the people have those things too. Like I remember when he first won the #1 contendership for the WWE title, he's like, "You boo me because I speak 2 languages," and then like fucking 90% of America does now. So
right.
Yeah, it's so weird, but he does do a good job on his mic work. I honestly think he could get better though. I
Yeah,
can't, I
I
don't
agree.
want I don't want to hear this, week after week about you boo me, da, 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 da.
I hope
Like,
he gets better.
yeah, I think we need to see some improvement a little bit. Just go a little more dimensional. Add some more to who you are. Other than that,
Yeah,
though,
because he kind of cuts the same promo every single week, so I
yeah,
agree.
and he's gonna soon, kind of cement himself as that one-dimensional dude, that foreign heel. Um, I don't know. So I hope to see a better stuff off of this. Judging off of this segment alone and the entrance, minus the entrance music, I thought it was really good, and I could pretty much get behind Jinder Mahal being WWE champion. So yeah. All right. So we got Tyler Breeze versus Jey Uso and Fandango versus Jimmy Uso. But before that, we cut away. We had a segment which was I found pretty funny. John, did you catch this one with Brizongo and Shane McMahon?
No, I sadly I missed it, and I came just in time for the matches because
Oh,
I checked it. I had to do something, and I was kind of I need to still check it out. 'Cause I didn't know that happened,
yeah,
and until I saw like a meme on it, and then I was like, hey, I didn't even know this happened.
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So, Brizango, they have like pretty much a backstage, like police officer esque building. What we've seen for a few weeks, but then they have like a table of donuts. They have like all this typical police stuff. Um, they tell Shane McMahon, "Oh, we're gonna turn in our badges and guns." And Shane McMahon, he's scared for a minute. He's like, "You guys have guns?" And then you see them pull out water guns. It's the funniest thing. So this led to the announcement of Tyler Breeze versus Jey Uso and Fandango versus Jimmy Uso. Um, so from there we got a Tyler Breeze versus Jey Uso. I thought was hilarious. Especially because we got we got Jey Uso. He's about to cut another promo, and I'm just getting so ready for this. Next thing you know, we get Fandango. He squirts the water gun at Jay, and Tyler Breeze gets gets the victory off the roll up. Hilarious stuff. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that they can really mesh in the serious with the comedic. They do a really good job at that. You know, with this rivalry that they have. I am loving this Fandango, Brazongo, Usos, feud. I love the dynamic of this. And so from there we got Fandango. He comes out, or well, he's already been out, but we're pretty much getting a match between those two. Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy, he's working over Fandango for a little bit. After a little while, Tyler Breeze, he provokes Jay to chase him around the ring. He goes inside the ring, and then I think the Usos caught him. John, did they catch him right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So after that, Fandango capitalizes on yet another roll up, hilarious finish, and that leads to an impromptu match, which we'll get into right now. But for right now, what are your thoughts on the two matches, John?
They're both just hilarious, and it was funny.
Yeah,
It was entertaining, you know,
yeah,
and just how they react when they won was just too funny.
yeah. All right. So from there, we got Brazongo versus the Usos. So what are your thoughts on the match, the tag team match, John?
Um, it was a good match. I expected the Usos to win. Even though I kind of wanted Tyler Breeze and Fandango to win, but I understand. They kind of. I didn't want them to like win there. I kind of want them to win like at a big event.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So I was thinking that too. I honestly thought they had a chance of winning it. Only because of the unpredictability factor of SmackDown. You know, anything could freaking happen at this point. Um, I think John was a lot smarter in predicting that than I honestly thought the match was going to continue off of the finish. I thought it would have made sense for Breezango or Tyler Breeze to intervene off of that leg drop or splash, I believe it was. But I understand he was knocked out from the super kick, and yeah, so it was a good storied match. Really enjoyed it, and I'm loving this feud even more. So let's see, what was the next segment? Um, oh wow, SmackDown was short. Okay, so we also had Kevin Owens and Ziggler versus Styles and Nakamura. So
Oh, this match sounds like it was pretty good.
it really was. I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked how back and forth they played it. They did the hot tag twice in this match. We saw we saw Nakamura first do the hot tag to Styles, and what kind of annoyed me was that Ziggler, who instead of going to hot tag Kevin Owens, he just pretty much kind of stayed chasing Nakamura, even though he already tagged him, and just let AJ Styles work him over a bit. I thought that was kind of stupid, especially because of how seasoned Ziggler is, even in storyline at least. He should be. So I thought that was a little bit of a stupid spot, but other than that, everything made sense. Everything was good. I like the finish. The Kinshasa will never be as impactful when freaking Byron Saxton says it. So hopefully we'll get Corey Graves drafted over to SmackDown, and we could get him calling the Kinshasa. But other than that, great stuff. Really loved it. All right, John, can you guys take over for a minute? I'll be right back.
Well, I'll give my opinion on the tag team match. I really did enjoy the match. It was good. I didn't mind. I didn't really care. I wanted both sides to win. I like all the people on both sides, so I didn't really care who would win. But it was really entertaining. I do like all of the characters. All of them are very talented, and it was a good finisher for SmackDown.
Yeah, you got four guys like that, dude. It's hard to like choose a winner, you know.
Yeah, I did not like. I wish I could have them all win. You know, they're all very good.
So like even at Backlash with their singles matches, I was like, I don't really care who wins or loses. Like they're all dope. So I'd
Yeah,
be happy with any outcome.
yeah. It was. I didn't really. Yeah, I don't mind any outcome when it comes to these guys.
I may have wanted Ziggler to probably win a little bit more than Shinsuke because just lately they've been doing Ziggler wrong as far as his booking. But I mean, I still enjoy watching his matches even when he does lose.
He's very entertaining.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, he made Shinsuke look pretty strong. And Shinsuke returned the favor too. Like it was a really good match. I think it's probably my favorite match from Backlash was those two.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, so yeah. We heard Eduardo.
Yeah. So what were we talking about?
We're talking about the tag team. I just gave my opinion,
Hmm.
and that I liked it, and it was a really good match.
Nice. All right. Cool. So I think that's pretty much it. We end at 45 minutes. So do you guys want to talk about anything else?
What's on your mind?
Honestly, we
And
covered
wasn't there
everything.
an announcement for a number one contenders match for the women's championship on SmackDown? A
Yeah,
five-way. It was a five-way.
yeah. Actually, yeah. So there was a five-way. So pretty much everyone except Naomi. Yeah.
My girl Charlotte.
You think Charlotte's coming out the winner of that one?
Yes, sir.
John, what do you think?
I don't know really. I'm I'm just gonna wait and be happy to just wait and see who wins.
But this is SmackDown Live, so I can see Carmella walking away with it too. Because she already has 2 victories over the champ already.
I can see anybody winning. Like, it's
Honestly, yeah, because this
unexpected,
is
really.
SmackDown. Hell, James
Yeah.
Ellsworth could win the damn thing. Oh, no.
I have one prediction. This is kind of my wild card here. I think it's gonna be Natalia. Look,
Okay.
if there's anybody we've seen, if there's anything we've learned off of SmackDown, is that anything can happen, right?
Expect the unexpected, yeah.
And if anyone deserves her due, and I know
It
in this
is
day and
Natty.
age, everybody deserves it, you know. Dean Ambrose got a participation award from The Miz, and he started getting serenaded with chants of "You deserve it." You know, everybody deserves it. But if there's any one person who truly deserves it, I think on that roster right now, other than Naomi, I think Natalia deserves it.
I agree.
To what I said earlier,
100%.
Natalia hasn't won a belt since 2010 or 11, whenever it was she won that Divas title belt. She definitely can carry on a great match. There is no ifs,
Oh,
ands, or
God,
buts
yeah.
about it. You know, she plays the heel role. Well, I kind of prefer her as a face, but she does a good job as a heel.
I love Hill Natty.
So you know she
She
has.
really sold me with her feud with Nikki Bella at the beginning of the year. I actually enjoyed it.
I wasn't so much of a fan.
Yeah,
I
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, for me, it had its ups and downs. You know, like they had some really good segments, but then they had their promos which weren't so good, especially because most of them consisted of bringing up John and Natty, or John and Nikki, John and Brett and her. You know, so
Yeah.
it was a lot of mentioning those two names, which kind of annoyed me. It was, you know, it was a good feud depending on how you look at it. But the point of it, I think, is Natty deserves it. I want to see Natty feud in, you know, as champion against Charlotte. I want to see how well she does. But before that, I kind of want to see her to go face again. I really liked her. I liked her role as a face. I think she works much better, in my opinion. My humble opinion.
Yeah, that's
So,
where we'll disagree. I think she's better as a heel. But I
yeah,
am a bigger fan of bad guys, so.
yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's that. Do we have any buy
Well,
or
if your
sells
wild
of the
card
week?
comes true,
Oh,
I
sorry.
think Natty would be the one to take the belt off of Naomi, though.
Hmm.
I would hope. I would hope.
All right. So, do we have any? Do you have any buy or sells of the week?
Let me see. Fuck, no. I don't have one.
No.
John?
No, he's not familiar with buy or sells.
Ah. Do you have one?
Um. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, buy or sell. Hold on. Hey. No, estoy bien. Gracias. Okay, buy or sell. AJ Styles feuding with Jinder Mahal, or Rusev feuding with Jinder Mahal for the WWE title.
I would definitely buy Rusev feuding with Jinder Mahal. I almost brought that up earlier. Like, I
Yeah, I can
wonder if
see
they're going to
Rusev.
rekindle their feud, you know, when Rusev returns.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So, John, just to give you a little bit of context of what buy or sell is. So, you buy or sell on one or two options. So, basically, it's like which would you rather, you know? So, like, say for example, buy or sell, face Randy versus heel Randy. Which do you prefer? Buy heel Randy if you prefer him. So, my buy or sell You know it. So which would you prefer to see? Would you prefer to see Styles versus Jinder for the belts, or would you prefer to see Rusev versus Jinder?
Uh, hey, I think Rusev.
Rusev?
That'd be a really good match.
Hmm.
They're both like big guys.
Yeah,
It'd be a pretty entertaining match.
sounds good. All right, so with that
Okay,
is
I have a buy or sell now. Then I have one.
okay.
Buy or sell. Face Alexa Bliss or heel Alexa Bliss?
I'm gonna have to buy on heel Alexa.
Okay.
Same heel Alexa.
All right.
I'd
She's
buy the
killing it
same.
as heel.
Yeah,
Dude, she's one of the best right now. I'm very proud
yeah.
of her.
Her and Kevin Owens easily the best right now. I think. Hmm. Hmm.
Who do you think Bliss is going to feud with after Bailey? Probably Sasha, huh?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get that either at SummerSlam or Mania, especially because those two characters are so similar. You know they got to do it on one of the big four.
Probably SummerSlam then.
Yeah.
I wonder
Um.
if they put the Sasha heel turn on the back burner now then.
um probably.
Because Alexa's pretty much is the solid heel for the women's division over on
She's the
Raw.
top heel. Um, it's funny to think how Alexa just overshadowed Sasha. I kind of feel bad for Sasha in that regard.
Man, she came over and took over, exactly.
Yeah. And and people say WWE doesn't grow homegrown talent. We got Alexa. Yeah. So, is there
Bring
is
back the Sparkle Splash.
yeah, I definitely want to see that. I don't think they got rid of it altogether. I think they might be saving it for like a big event.
I haven't seen her do it since before Mania, I think.
Well, she hasn't really been given a chance to kind of use it. We haven't really teased it or anything, so
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time. It's been a while since I've seen her do it. I don't like her new DDT. I think it's just too basic.
I like it because it just kind of brings back that old school mentality that any move can really kind of finish you, or you know, you can kind of bring back some old school moves and kind of finish it. Like Jake the Snake Roberts had a basic DDT and it finished you. That was one of the
But
most
see, at the
protected
time, he was the only one doing it, though.
Is really anybody else using just the standard DDT though?
Uh,
I mean, Dean is using a double underhook DDT.
yeah.
I'm not seeing anybody else use that DDT.
Now that you bring it up, you're right. Does Drew McIntyre still do his underhook
No,
DDT thing?
he does a running kick. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
A
Like
running
a-
leg
a
lariat.
big boot?
My bad. Yeah, a running
Oh, okay,
big
okay.
boot. A jumping big boot. Yeah.
Kind of like Test from back in the
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. All right. So, John, is there anything you want to talk about more?
No, whatever. I'm just cool whatever you guys are.
No, you still bien. I don't really have anything either.
Oh, buy or
okay.
sell. Since DIY is split up, Gargano going to 205 Live.
So buy or sell Gargano 205 Live.
Going to the Cruiserweight division, yeah.
I'm gonna have. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sell on that actually, because I want to see him go to SmackDown. So
Okay.
yeah. So John, what do you think? Would you want to see Johnny Gargano go to the Cruiserweights?
I don't know. Like, I don't watch too much of him to like gather too much of where I want him to go.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I just feel like the Cruiserweight division really needs a lot of help right now.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, here's a buy or sell. CM Punk returning to Raw or CM Punk returning to SmackDown?
I would buy CM Punk going to. Ooh, shit. SmackDown.
SmackDown. John?
Yeah, I can see it going in SmackDown.
I mean, can you imagine CM Punk versus AJ Styles, CM Punk versus Shinsuke
Yeah,
Nakamura, CM Punk versus Kevin Owens? Like,
Yeah. But at the same time, we also got CM Punk versus Rollins, CM Punk versus Balor, CM Punk versus Joe. So I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just playing devil's
don't do
advocate
this to
here.
me.
All right, so I think we got that all the way covered. Yeah. All right, so this has been the podcast Legend Killers podcast with Eddie Nigma and special guest John Ascare. Hopefully he'll join more often. Let me see. Let's do some after show plugs. Eduardo Betancourt. Follow me on Twitter, eJose99, 98, I should say. Instagram, edjose98. Podcast Legend Killers. Podcast Legend Killers with an underscore after each one. If you guys care to talk to us about anything, care to ask us any questions that we could go over during the show, please contact us at eddylynch16@gmail.com. EDDYLYNCH16@gmail.com. Cannot be any more clear than that. Eddie Nigma, any after show plugs for you?
None, my friend. Well, I'll plug myself. You can follow me on Instagram, Eddie_Nigma_.
John,
what?
any after show plugs?
No, just wanna follow me on freaking Instagram, John_scare.
All right, cool.
Do that right now, John.
All right, so we got that done. We are out.